Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Guys, hopefully you're doing well. We have another video going up tonight because we're talking about the hero pack that's going to be coming out on Monday. My guess is Monday. I'd be shocked if it was out on a Sunday. And I'll tell you why. Because last week we had the icon upgrade out on Monday. So I think Monday is going to be the day where we get this kind of non-repeatable content, but like big time gamble / SBC risk. So if you enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up. I'm also gonna leave a link in the description down below to an investment kind of video. I made a video earlier today kind of talking about Rule Breakers Team 2 and then Team of the Weeks and who were like my picks for the week. And so if you want to check that out, you guys can go check that out. But we're gonna be talking about the hero pack. So there was a pack added into the code just a couple days ago. 87 overall max hero, guys. There was also a Lampard base icon loan pack, an icon loan player pack, a 281 plus pack, and we know this is all going to come. Why? Because, well, when stuff is added into the code, usually it comes within 4 days. And if you see there is a Rule Breakers tryout objective, and in this you have a lot of the stuff that was added in there. You've got like a 1 of 386 plus loan, you have a base icon loan, you have a foot hero loan, and then there's another player pick. So a lot of the stuff that was just added in, is being kind of used a little bit in the objective. So I expect this hero pack to come out on Monday. The icon pack came out on Monday last week, and it was actually a really good SBC, so I'm hoping that EA doesn't mess it up. But we know, notoriously, EA is probably going to mess it up because it's EA Sports. So, first of all, last week, the icon pack was an 84 and an 86 overall squad. So, just to get some, information here, it's a bit of an interesting one. Like, in the past of history of FIFA, usually an icon is valued more than a hero, but in my opinion this year I would prefer to have a hero instead of an icon. So it'd be interesting to see if EA starts to value that. I think most of the community kind of feels that way now because as desirable as an icon is, heroes have better links, so it's a lot easier to build teams out of heroes this year because you get a league link. So it'd be nice if EA changed the icons maybe a little bit. I don't know how they would fix it, but yeah, so I'm assuming based on this that I still feel like EA is going to kind of think that icons are clear. If you look on the market, a lot of the icons are still clearer than, heroes in price. A lot of expensive icons between Eusebio, Pele. Obviously, those guys weren't available in this. But a max 86 icon upgrade. We still had Hullet. We still had Vieira. We had some players that were close to 1 million coins. And we had somewhere 500K. So EA released this SBC. Now, when this SBC came out, it was only 129K. So fodder went up a bit, to the point where it wasn't super profitable. It's not like it went from like 120 to like 190 and fodder went up 30%. But we definitely saw a lot of 85s go up from this SBC. A lot of 85s went up. A lot of 86s went up. We saw a rise there. We saw like Thiago Silva, a gold card go up. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything, what to expect from this SBC, and then kind of how to prepare and maybe make some coins if you're interested in that in a couple of ways. Fodder, market, stuff like that. Yeah, 84-86, you got a premium mixed players pack, a small prime electrum pack. I thought this was great value last week. Now, with the heroes, right? This is a max 87 overall pack. So you cannot pack anybody higher than 87 rated. So it's a really nice pack because Joe Cole is a dub. Cordoba is a dub. Campos is not. Nakata's okay. Yaya Toure is the best player you can get out of this pack. Marquisio is unbelievable in this game. Phenomenal. Should be more expensive. Brawlin is nice. Cool is nice. Keen is nice. Ollie is not nice. Freddy is not nice. So it's a 50-50 pack. It really is. And when you look at this between Govu, Park, Smolarek, you've got a lot of players in here that a lot of people would spend a lot of time playing with. They would be very good in game. Crouch, Aloe Wayron. This card is crazy. So you do have a lot of players. It's about a 50-50 risk. If we actually sort it by price, what you guys will see is that you're going to have 4, 8, 12. You're going to probably have 12 players under 100K. And then above 100K, you're going to have 4, 8, 11, and then you're going to have 13. So it's very even. Now, will the pack weight be even? I don't know. But I'm assuming based on the price of this SBC that EA came out with, I think EA might do an 84 and an 85 rated squad. That's just my prediction. An 85 rated squad right now is about 70K, and what EA could do in that squad as well is say like you got to use an 89 overall or higher, and it would make it like maybe a little bit more expensive. I don't know, but I'm figuring at that price, if they require maybe a team of the week in both of them, you're probably looking at potentially 100K, 105, 110K. I think that's the perfect price because you're going to have like 12 players around or under that price and 13 players above that price. So I really think that's a good value for it. Now, the thing is, this hero pack is a lot different than the icon pack, because the icon pack, I think we said it had like 47 players in it. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was something like that. So obviously the player pool here is a lot more limited. So I think obviously you're probably going to see Lars Ricken and Aljaber and Campos and Tim Cahill and Dempsey. You'll probably see these guys packed a lot. And not to mention, guys, the price ranges are a little bit messed up for some of these cards, like Ollie I think Dempsey and Mostovi. I think they unfortunately have like this minimum. I actually packed this card and I can't sell it because he's at a minimum. So these guys are probably not worth this price. They're probably worth like 30K, a little bit less. So it's going to be a really good pack. That's what I'm excited for, because I think that the guys, even price-wise, that are above the price of the proposed SBC I'm giving you, are all getting into everybody's team. And I also think it's sick because, well, something really unique that I think will come out of this. I actually think you're going to see a lot of the top 5 league players this week that aren't heroes rising in price, because I think most people are going to try to do this pack. And so what I think it ends up, what it's going to end up doing is make a lot of players that are like meta, like maybe it's like Valverde or maybe it's like Anthony in the Prem. I think a lot of people are going to build teams with the players they're packing. So watch out for that. That's a sneaky little investment potentially. But yeah, this is going to come on Monday for sure. We're going to see some panic heading into it. Last week, based on this icon pack, what I do want to show you guys is something I was talking about. A lot of the time we get this panic towards the end of the weekend. I'm not sure if it's going to happen this week, but heading into it for a week, because people knew this was coming, Baby Zola was slightly declining, and obviously Baby Zola is going to be really hard for people to pack. So when people didn't pack it, they went on the market and bought him, and he's gone up 130K since this pack. It's probably even a bit more. I bet he was like 430 before the pack came out. You've seen the same trend with a bunch of players. Ruud Hullit's baby card went up from 750 to 890 the day of that pack. Baby Vieira was getting panic sold for a week before this pack. A week. He was literally dropping like 20K a day. He was 1.1. He went down to like 920, and he rebounded over all the way up to 1.15, guys, after this pack. And you could look at it and scale it basically on every budget. Even the Roberto Carlos that I bought went up a ton after this pack. And the reason for it, guys, is a lot of people sell players in advance thinking that they're going to pack the player in the pack, and they don't end up getting it. When I packed Roberto Carlos, he was 370K when I packed him out of the pack. And before that, a week before, he was like 430. He's back up to 450. So there's going to be a couple ways to make coins, and that's the next thing that I kind of want to focus on and really kind of talk to you guys about and analyze. So a lot of these cards, there's not a lot of panic here. We just saw Marquisio on Flippin was like 590. Now, I think you guys watching this video, I don't think that's going to totally impact all the market, because I think a lot of the community knows that this pack is coming out. It gets around on Reddit. The leaks get around. And so really people start talking about it. But you guys can see Marquisio was 650K, and now he's already 600K. So he's starting to drop. People are anticipating this pack coming, and they're starting to sell their hero cards. And I just think a lot of these guys are going to rise after this pack. I think people are really, really heavy anticipating it. Govu is not down. Not everyone's going to be down. I don't even think Yaya Toure is down much. I think people know they're not going to get Yaya Toure. But even, he was 1-3. He's down to 1-2-2. Let me take a look at some of these other guys, right? Smolarek was like 297. Now, what's interesting is you guys can see there's actually a little bit of panic selling today, because people thought that this card, the hero pack rather, was actually going to come out today. But there's just going to be a lot of cards that I think like specifically are going to rise after this SBC. I think Ji-Sung Park. I think anybody that was 200K plus that people, were expecting a pack that probably won't I think they're all going to go up a lot. Now, the thing is, what you got to understand about heroes compared to icons, this is an honest fact. Heroes have a lot more supply on the market than icons. So I don't know if we're going to see this insane rise that we saw with icons. Like the guys like Hullet, Zola, Carlos we just mentioned, they're so rare on the market because icons are so much harder than heroes to pack, that they're able to just go up like 20%, because all it takes is like 10 or 20 buyers and they're going to the moon. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder for heroes to go up, and if you wanted like a proper visual of this, if you go onto the market, you guys can clearly see heroes just generally, like even like a Cordoba, right? Let's compare a Cordoba and let's say a Baby Soul Campbell. So if you go on the market and you look for Cordoba, he's even a rarer card. You don't see him packed too often. He's got 5 pages, and he's one of the more rare icons, I would say. So now that we're on this full crossplay market, let's go ahead and take a look at Sol Campbell's baby card, who was a guy that, was in packs last week, right? So Sol Campbell's baby card, has really like two pages with 4 on the third. So there's a lot less supply, and that's about half the supply just looking at 2 center backs. So that's also something you guys should keep in mind. But regardless, guys, if heroes don't even drop that much going into this SBC, I still like them as a buy. I still think a lot of these guys are going to go up after people don't pack them. I expect it. So I may actually use this opportunity on Monday to pick up like Marquisio or like smaller rec, who I really want to try. Even if they're not at a super discount, I'm not going to be greedy because I think they're still going to go up a lot because people just didn't pack them and they want to get involved and they want to try them out, right? So I think that's what happens a lot of times. So expect that trend to happen. Now, talking about it, make coins and prepare for the SBC, I think it's going to be 84, 85. You know, I can't really see it being that much higher rated than that. You know, if EA really come out and do it higher, I guess they decide that, you know, heroes are clear of icons this year, and they surely could do it. So obviously 84s I don't think spiked too much. They did go up like about 500 coins, so that's not going to be the real money because it's really tedious to buy these. But you know, 84s are at a really good price to club stock. Under 2,000 coins for any 84 in this game is a really nice price. If you're somebody watching this video and you've only got 50 to 100,000 coins, I don't think you have to buy it today because I think you'll get more supply even tomorrow with more rewards coming out. But any 84 for like high 1,000 coin range, if you've got like 50 or 100K and you buy 25 of these, I think they're going to go up because I think people are going to do this SBC. I think it's no risk. And, you know, if you buy 20 84s, you make 500 coins a card. It's like 10K, right? I don't know if I'm doing math right, but it should be some coins, right? It's not going to be huge money for those guys. But yeah, I think 84, 85 is what we're looking at. And if we just talk about like 85 golds, this is also probably where more of the money is going to be at. They've been really stable at 9K, but you know, they were 6K on Monday, and then when that SBC came out, they were basically going up 2 to 3K a day, because more people were doing the SBC and the supply dried up. So you can see right now they're trending down, right? Spiked at 12K, they're trending down, but you can't be greedy and expect 85s to go back to 9K. It's not, or sorry, 6K. It's not going to happen. But I still think 85s are a great buy. Heading into, you know, this SBC on Monday. I think tomorrow 85s are a great buy. And look, you don't have to go all in. You don't have to buy 150 of these. The best way to invest usually is just doing a club stock. So basically going on Flippin, looking at every 84, 85 and just putting one of each in your club. And that way too, if you want to do the SBC, you know, you always can kind of have access to it and do it at a cheaper price because you paid way less. So let's say all these cards spike, because right now an 84 squad is 25K, and an 85 squad is, I'd have to find an SBC that has an 85 squad, one of the icons, right? An 85 squad at the moment is 60K, I think. Is this 85? 60K. So right now it's 85K to do this pack, but I think that's a good price because I think EA is going to release this and expect this stuff to rise, which would make it like 100, 110. So you could do a hero pack for 85K. That's pretty nice, right? So I think that's really the mentality you got to have going into Monday. Those two things are probably going to happen on the market. And if you're looking for like a really sleeper investment, like something that maybe could really work out well, I would say any of the older team of the weeks that are a little bit higher rated, that could be like your sleeper, right? Where like an 82 or an 83 from an older team of the week that's like 11K could do really well. That's something I think, you know, on the back burner could be a killer investment. But this is going to be sick on Monday. I think that Monday morning, we always see the market rising, guys. Mondays are always a day where the market's going up. People are kind of building teams. And I still think that's going to happen. You know, this icon pack last week was leaked. And the market went to the moon on Monday morning. I made a ton of coins. But what I think will end up happening, market will go up a lot Monday morning on anything meta. So your gold metas, your out-of-pack special cards, you guys can expect a rise in the morning. I think you'll actually have the market go down quite a little bit in the afternoon because a lot of people will do this. And then I think it will go up after that again because I think people will just rebuy and that will happen again too. So that's really what I expect for the market on Monday. And I'm really excited for this pack. I had a really fun time streaming last week. It was so much fun. We streamed icon packs for like 5 hours on Monday. So if you're watching this video, drop a follow to my Twitch in the description down below, guys. Check it out because Monday we'll be streaming, hopefully, these packs all day. I guess there's an outside chance it's tomorrow on Sunday, but I don't really expect that. I guess it could be, but Sunday's usually a focus on the mini release day. So tomorrow we're going to get some new cards in a mini release, and usually Monday is the day now that we're getting this kind of major content. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. Appreciate all of you guys and your incredible support. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.